Hi folks, how we getting on? I said I start a YouTube series there predicting stuff to go out in the open. Better start now than never, I suppose. Could have started at the beginning of the championship, but with timing in college, I couldn't get the time. So it's just going to preview and review the upcoming championship games this weekend. So starting off with the hurling, Cork and Offaly in the under-20 All-Ireland final. I can see it being a tight game because more like David and Goliath for a physical battle than anything. You could see Cork with their players on the age or Ben O'Connor or Ben Cunningham's versus Annan Screedy there. Just the size match, you could nearly see him getting killed in a tackle, but it'd be more skill wise, you'd be back in Offaly. But it's hard to see how Cork don't prevail just due to the 2 year age gap. There's like 8 Offaly players involved the weekend that would be playing for another year or two. But I just give Cork the edge, but they haven't, based on their games, they haven't been convincing for a whole 60 minutes. They kind of go out of the game for 15 to a quarter and the team could get back in. So you wouldn't write out Offaly, give them a chance to win, but Cork to nip it. While in the minor, then you've Clare and Galway. It's just that Owen Gunning v Aaron Nyland battle there would be very interesting to see, I'd say. Galway would be dominant usually in minor this age group. It's just I see it carrying on. They've won every game by 10 points. Be interesting to see can they go another 10. Clare have been more competitive games wise with Munster, that's Munster in general, but I'd like to think Galway, just based on what they've had, a Rabbit and Ireland up front, should have enough to win. And then in the Christie Ring, you have Derry v Meath. Meath should be favourites. It's usually bowling with used to be David Fitz's right hand man involved with Meath. They should trying to get back up to Joe McDonough and hopefully solidify themselves next season. In the Nicky Racker, then you've Donegal and Wicklow. I'd probably be giving Donegal favourites there, while in the Laurie Maher, Monaghan should pip Lancashire. In the Camogie, then the first round of the senior championship begins this weekend. You've Down v Clare, Antrim v Limerick, Galway v Cork, Offaly v Waterford, Kilkenny v Cork, Tip v Dublin, and Kilkenny v Wexford. While then, even into football, hots up then again. You've the All Ireland series, Cork v Kerry. Kerry trying to bounce back from their defeat to Mayo, while Cork we hope to make 2 wins from 2 games on Páirc Uí Chaoimh. It's hard. Some are saying it's going to be close to 3 or 4 point game, even wider, but I think Kerry just be out to gun for blood. Big comprehensive 10-point victory, if you ask me. While Westmeath and Galway in Cusack Park, Westmeath put it up there, but I don't know. They were impressive now. I didn't see it happen. They're very Armagh were a bit passive at the same time, but I think Galway had too much for them. Kildare v Dublin in Nolan Park is an interesting one. Kildare played them the last time and it was only a point or two in between the sides, but Dublin have been very fleck so far. They've only been hammered Leeds when Leeds tried to play football against them. Loud, same thing. Well, kind of teams with more structure, like your Roscommon, Kildare, they haven't been impressive at all. Couldn't break them down. Hand passes going all over the place, long kick passing. Starved possession inside. I'd still give Dublin to win it, but I wouldn't have them as favourite for the All Ireland. Depending how they go this weekend, so you wouldn't have them anywhere near to win it, to be honest with you. Tyrone v Armagh then in Healy Park is definitely one of the games of the weekend. Just itself, with the history, is always competitive between Tyrone and Armagh. Armagh be hoping to be more impressive than they were against Westmeath, or Tyrone we hope to bounce back against Galway, but I'd give Tyrone just the edge if you're basing off Armagh how they played last weekend. Mayo v Louth then McHale Park. Mayo should, based off Kerry, Mayo Louth don't have a prayer, but even with rumours that the Mayo team couldn't train on the pitch with McHale Park being in the state, it'd be interesting to see how the game pans out. Monaghan v Clare and Clones. Monaghan should have enough. Clare, I'd like to think Clare could put it up to them, but they kind of haven't recovered from the Munster final defeat based off how they got on last weekend. Roscommon v Sligo, I think in Hyde Park, Roscommon should be going for that win, guaranteed in place a preliminary quarterfinal spot at the least. Sligo, I'd say it's between Sligo and Kildare to see who keep the score difference down the most to go through, which you should back Kildare at that stage to go through instead of Sligo. And then finally in the Sam Maguire Cup, you have Donegal v Derry and Ballybuffet, usually a close contest. Derry weren't impressive. Would you say it's down to Gallagher being gone? It's hard to know. While Donegal, with their new management team, they should have a kick in them. Like, if you based off last year's Ulster final, Donegal were favourites, but I know they've lost Murphy since then. But I'd say Derry just to pip it. And then finally in the Tailteann Cup, you have Meath v Down. Based off, I was at the Meath and Down game, Fairfield. Meath were very lackadaisical. Waterford, if the finishers could have easily won that game. So I'd had Down to win well. I'd nearly be given that game. Tip with Waterford is an interesting one. But Tip, with their score difference, it's hard to see him going through. And there's rumours that their lads not training. And then Waterford, you'd like to see him do well. It's probably the best chance Waterford have a win a game since Wexford, the last championship victory. And then Cavan v Offaly is on in Glen and Pierce Park. Probably give Cavan favours. They weren't too convincing against London the last day, but I'd say they'd be surely want to improve in their performance the last day. Laois v London and Parnell. Laois, there's people saying London could give Laois a game. I don't know. I think Laois should have enough to beat them. So Limerick v Wicklow and Longford v Carlow is a double header in O'Moore Park. I'd see Limerick being comprehensive winners over Wicklow due to Wicklow puts up being out. It's actually disappointing how Wicklow ended up after gaining promotion. McConville will be disappointed with that. And then Longford v Carlow, you begin Longford based on how they performed the last two games. Wexford Leitrim Parnell, you give Wexford to probably give Wexford the pip. Leitrim been very disappointing since the league as well. Did they put too much into it? It's hard to know. While Fermanagh v Antrim, I'd be giving Fermanagh just to pip it. Antrim have been impressive in the Tailteann Cup. Probably there could be dark horses, but I give Fermanagh just to pip it. That's everything. Thanks for listening. Hope to see you again.